Hello everyone, Joe here from Self-Teach Web Dev. Today we're going to be looking at the setup steps with the Vue CLI to get our to-do list app underway. First things first, we need to go over to the Vue CLI page and follow the instructions to get it installed globally on our machine and then get a project started. Now, we can get a Vue project set up just using a CDN link, but you're unlikely to do this in a production environment, and the Vue CLI gives us a lot of helpful things out the box that makes working with Vue a lot more powerful. So we'll go through these steps now. First off, you need to install the Vue CLI globally using npm or yarn. Once that's done, it's already installed on my machine. It might take a few minutes to download. We can go over to creating a project, and it's as simple as this, just Vue create and then our project name. So if we go over to our code editor here, I'm just going to change directories quickly. And here we're going to do Vue create, and we'll keep it nice and simple just to do. Now this is going to start part of the installation process, and there's a few presets here we can select. So some linting, we'll just go with the default for now, and then that's going to install everything we need to get up and running. Great, okay, so the Vue CLI has finished its installation steps. I've now just opened up the code folder that's been installed under to do, and here if we look at the package.json file, we can see we've got some scripts here that's going to help us compile our templates and get our project up and running. So if we open a terminal here, and within the project directory to do, I'm just going to write npm run serve, and that's this command here. So this is going to compile some of the templates and everything that's been built up already as part of the demo under the hood. And as you can see here, compiled successfully running at localhost port 8080. So if we go back to the browser here, I'm just going to type in localhost, not 3080, we can see we've got welcome to your Vue.js app. So there's some code already here that's allowing this to be showed. If we go back to the project directory and go under source, here we can see we've got our main app component and also main.js, which is where we're pulling in the initial app component and mounting it to the HTML element with the ID of app. If we go back over now to our where are we? Not components. Sorry, public folder. We can see we've got a favicon here and also an index.html file. Here you can see there's a div with the ID of app, which main.js is referencing here, and then pulling in our actual app component here, which has just got some basic stylings out of the box, and pulling in a hello world component, which is referenced here in the Vue template. If we go under the components folder that's already been set up with us, we can see the hello world component here, and that's got all of the fancy code here, which is rendering this. If we were to take a load of this out, let's just remove it back to the basic div, and we'll just put an h1 in here that says hi and refresh. You can see that's been updated in the browser. Likewise, if we change anything else here, we can just write anything. You can see that will automatically save, recompile, and that's automatically updated in the browser for us. So that's part of the power of the Vue CLI. It's updating and compiling on the fly whenever we save. We don't need to run any manual commands. It's all very reactive, and we can focus on coding as our priority. So I think to get things started with this to-do app, we're actually going to delete this hello world component because we're not going to need it anymore. That's going to break everything in the CLI because we're trying to pull in a component now on this main app component, which simply doesn't exist. So let's get rid of the reference to it here, get rid of the import, and we won't need this components object anymore either. We'll hit save. I don't think we need the styling either for now, and go back, and we should have a nice blank screen to start working with. So in the next videos, we're going to look at actually getting some data and code that we've written ourselves on the screen, and building out our to-do list application.